Hi boys and girls, it's Tuesday learning time and we're going to talk today more about our Arctic or polar animals. We're going to talk today on how they stay warm living in such cold places. They live in places where there's always ice and snow, but they stay warm all the time. So let's figure out how they do that, okay? We're going to start with the polar bear. Now as you can see, the polar bear has fur on him, just like the animals here do. So how do you think that they stay warm? How does that fur keep them extra warm? So they don't wear a coat like you and I do if we go out in the ice and the snow, do they? But they do have a special kind of coat. Now this is the coat from a polar bear. It's just up really close. And the polar bear actually has 2 layers of fur. Now this is the outside fur that we can see. And this fur is actually nice and thick and warm, but there's also a layer of fur underneath this fur that is waterproof. So it keeps the cold water off of them, and then they have the nice thick fur on the outside, and that keeps them warm. That's how polar bears stay warm in the ice and the snow. They also have that fur on their feet, so their feet stay warm. And that's also true for some of our other polar animal friends, like our Arctic fox, our Arctic wolf. Oh, not him. But I had another one on there. So they stay warm the exact same way. They have 2 layers of fur. So they basically wear 2 coats all the time, and that keeps them warm. Some of our animals that live in water need a special layer of fat called blubber. Have you heard the word blubber before? So everybody has a little fat under their skin, but like our friend the beluga whale here, he has an extra large layer of fat under his skin. I'm going to show you a drawing of that fat. So this is his top skin that we see. See the gray skin? And this down here, this is his muscles. You know, the strong part of our body underneath our skin. So this is the layer of fat that is underneath his skin. That's a lot of extra fat. And that fat actually keeps him warm when he's in the cold water. So that beluga whale, when he's in that icy water, feels nice and cozy warm. And that's also true for our harp seal, the walrus, and our narwhals. And then our Arctic birds. There are special birds that live in very snowy, cold areas. This one's called a puffin. You've probably seen these at the zoo. And he has lots and lots of feathers that you can't really see right now. But underneath the feathers, he has more feathers and more feathers, and they keep him nice and toasty warm. Same with the snowy owl. And then we have some of our Arctic friends, like the penguins. If they get cold, guess what? They just all bunch nice and close together and they snuggle up. And the penguins on the outside of the group move to the inside so they can get snuggled up, and they all just keep switching places so that everybody stays nice and warm. So that's cooperation, isn't it? They work together to stay snugly warm all the time on all the ice and snow.